and they may be about to find it out as smokes are being primed for the outside hit. Phelps and Fallen both up in heaven, and they're a step ahead of this potential push. These are going to be great positions. He's going to see over the smokes and give them free reign to smack down some heads with the USPs, and so far so good. Phelps has got himself one, but here comes Rez. He's been so good in pistol rounds throughout this event, and this could be another round to shine. Get right, gets the bomb planted fur. That was rough, but finally just about gets a hold of the spray and claims another headshot. Rez has got two. He's now perched up in heaven. Now the tables are turned. He drops back down into hell, and it's going to be the end of fur. Taco, in the meanwhile, comes back with one of his own, but he doesn't have a kit or nades, as we highlighted earlier. So this is going to be a very rough ask in terms of a defuse, and Forrest is not going to let it happen. A solid round by the Ninjas in Pajamas. He is in a position to perforate some heads if they push on A main, but elsewhere Ivy is being engaged. This draws his attention elsewhere. Now A main is going to push in. They've got so much ground already covered. Here comes COLDZERA with the Desert Eagle. He's picked up two, make it three, and he's still somehow alive. This is another player, another body they're going to have to deal with, and in doing so it draws out Taco and Fur into the open. 30 seconds to stall this bomb plant. Both Forrest and Lekro are low, make it dead for Forrest, and now Lekro's going to somehow try and pull off this 1v2 clutch. Long-range UMP is not going to help him out. He does have the bomb just to his right-hand side, but Fur's going to claim the frag, and COLDZERA, you can see how pumped up he is. Enjoying things at the time being, but the Ninjas can easily turn that around, Moses, if they just put a couple of rounds together. And the smiles may start to turn into grimaces. The nade damage, though, is brutal. Get right, and Lekro already close to their demise. Taco didn't see the player crossing. It's Lekro, who even with 31 health is able to rummage together a kill. Fur flashbang consistently. He's going to have to stay in position while spray, while blind, will yield another frag from Lekro. And the only player to bounce back is Phelps. That's not going to be enough for MIBR. They need to start putting some kills together. And Fallen with his orb. Oh, the timing on that weapon switch could not have been worse. Here we go. Smoke going to go down. Was there a Molotov? Did that just extinguish out in the open? Did that just destroy the terrorist in transition there? Fur from the side with the MP9 is going to strike alongside Fallen. And this push has been repelled. Completely squashed. Bomb drop. Only Rez remains. He has 30 seconds to try and pull the rabbit out the hat, but it feels that hand is going to get slapped away. Nearly a second. Fur tagged down to 51. But now his position is known. MIBR can lay in wait. Fur peaks one too many times. Overstays his welcome. The downside now for Rez, though, is the bomb is dropped just outside of Ivy, and in going there, there's so many angles for him to watch out for. Even if he picks up the bomb, he's a dead man from COLDZERA.
Oh, right at the end of the Molotov, and he's found it. Lose at least one more than likely on this entrance. You won't have anyone to kind of cover that flank. Taco chimes in, and that forces Lekro to come down with the bomb, but Taco wins against him as well. This is an easy defense being mounted by MIBR.
Just gonna try and do some damage now for Dennis. There's not much else available for him. 25 seconds. There's the first, but it will also be the last.
A solid lead for MIBR, no sign of slowing down. Pistols for NiP, so many flashes actually. Everyone's blind there for half a second, which causes Fallen to miss that one. He's got Fur to cover his mistakes, not aware on top of the trains, but Phelps is going to come out of the edge of the smoke. He can only get one. Great trade from Rez, who's having a solid start to this game, but Forrest still lurking around this bomb train, choosing his timing to get aggressive. Rez has to do it again, but it's being watched. Oh, great kill. Very quick at the CZ. Taco and COLDZERA a little bit bruised as well.
Taco in particular, he is limping. Finished off.
That guy is a sniper with that MAC-10. Little bait and switch to flush out Taco's position.
So much time as well, Moses. They can play mind games with COLDZERA here. MAC-10 kill from that range against an Orc.
Very violent in that area of the map. The fact that it's quiet is telling in and of itself.
Yeah, the guns certainly have been vocal outside, but now it's going to be inside. MIBR have a very different test to pass, and Rez will pass a bullet through the head of Fur. He does at least get one beforehand, but Phelps will go in with one of his own. Nearly a triple kill. It's just back and forth long range, and the Orgs will just about outshine the AKs. And now Fallen gets up close. That's the bomb dropped as well. No plant for Dennis to try and defend. He's going to have to come out with raw frags, and Taco won't allow it to happen. MIBR doing such a good job of holding these sites. Zera not budging a muscle, not an inch. smoke afterwards, but he's going to be on the right side of the smoke, plus the Molotov. This could really bait NiP into a horrible spot, but he goes out with a pop flash. There's two. The bomb's dropped alongside it, and down goes Forest. COLDZERA. Ice cold.
Really nice piece of teamwork. That pop flash made that so easy for COLDZERA. Rez and Dennis, the only ones left, and they're gone very fast. Has to get involved. He's been great. Quiet first half, and he's going to get pinched from team mid. No one's watching that. He's down without a fight. And that's the thing. If you lose track of that one lane, things can go sideways real quick.
Fur's on an ace. He's picked up 4 kills already. He's looking to try and finish off with a Glock. Is he going to get it done? Yes, he will. Fur with an pistol ace. Phelps is still back towards T-spawns. This is going to be a 4-man push, and Get Right is going to oblige with a headshot from the Orc. There is smokes out. Galil of all weapons trades kills, but there's Forest onto Phelps, who was the lurker, the flanker. The bomb has been planted. The player advantage rests on the Swede's shoulders.
No kits though, remember, Vince. This has got to be pretty fast. About a third of the way through this bomb timer, and NiP now starting to move. Rez is going to come in very, very late on the flank, and he might have to hustle a little bit. They can't hold out very long. This bomb timer deep into it, halfway touched now. Fallen, he's got to hold as long as he can. Checks the flank. Does he have the timing right? No, Rez and Lekro are going to combine to take him out, but they need to get on this plant. 3 players converging. Fur disappears into the smoke, but they saw him at the last second, and I think they should have this.
This is really close.
Oh, it all rides on this, Vince.
They
must have the defuse, and it's not going to be there. They are going to lose it just a half second late.
Maybe, assuming NiP would expect the rotation, that's not going to happen. Here we go. All systems ahead. Can Dennis derail the Juggernaut? No, he goes down instantly. The bomb's going to get planted behind it. And at this stage, Ninja's Pajamas may think about saving. Not that headshot could keep them interested, but that could be to their demise. Taco finds Rez. Is 2 weapons enough to work off? No, NiP want to go for this. The red mist has descended. They feel like there's some light at the end of the tunnel. Forest round the backside. Going to mitigate Fur. But there is a Molotov in play.
There's a smoke as well.
They have the counter to the Molotov. It's going to go down into the smoke, and in amongst it now, Forrest is going to go for the defuse. He does have a kit, but there's Phelps. Sprays him down. That should be the round over. Lekro has to turn tail and run, and MIBR will have a 14-5 lead.
Phelps wants this last gun. Oh, and he didn't spot Lekro. NiP hasn't been able to contend with them on this CT side, so MIBR is just more than content to ride the fact that they're on a huge win streak. They're playing loose, playing confident. It's only when NiP can prove that they can stop them with what little that they have and stop them consistently that things might get dicey.
Well, this is a round where MIBR may need to pull out a play of the book, or perhaps not. Dennis forfeits his own life for some information. Get Right pops up, finds the head. Retreats into the shadows of the B side. Forest has been found, but so has Fallen. That's a horrible spot for the bomb to drop down to.
Rez is on his way back. This would have to be something special. Here he comes, wants to get the bomb and just bail out. He's gotten it. They're spamming through. They tag him up just a little bit more, but still, now NiP has to split. That makes it easier. Smart play from Fur to at least get into the bomb site. If he gets a plant, this could all change, but Get Right shuts him down.
Oh no, NiP. Fur with a drive-by headshot, the Desert Eagle, not even taking a single.
Bomb site though, that's a big kill from Rez. But equally, that lets Fallen know exactly where he is. Fallen needs to pass the bomb over so he can stay at range with his scout and cover his teammates. And this might be the last position that NiP is going to expect it. Rez is aware of the possibility, gets into safety, but that'll yield the bomb plant.
20 seconds though, Moses. MIBR have got to start moving in.
Surely they saw him.
Have now. Barrel the gun sticks round. Fallen finds his second scout frag. Is this the beginning of the end for NiP on train? Lekro and Get Right will do their utmost best to make sure it's not the case, but he's going to get spot from behind. The M4A1S from COLDZERA will pounce on Lekro, and Get Right finds himself in quite the predicament. Not able to get it done, and COLDZERA finally does, but he's lost half of his health, and the rest has been taken away. From Fallen comes full circle. MIBR and style takedown train. The CTs, he may have to get a bit of a move on. They've also used all of their grenades. Here we go. They're going straight in for the jugular. Get Right with a CZ up close. He's already used quite a few of his bullets, needs to be careful, but he has Rez just behind him and the bomb's just been dropped out. Here comes Get Right from below, but Fur, the main man, the top fragger in the previous map, is going to be able to deliver a headshot alongside Phelps. And now NiP have got to somehow try and muster their way back into construction, and Phelps is not allowing it to come to fruition. Lekro, last standing Swede, has been swept aside, and MIBR will win another pistol round.
And not even a budge from the guys at the A bomb site.
They may even think about saving if this site gets taken really quickly. Get Right with the AUG. Gonna go down alongside Rez. This is where I feel NiP probably should pull the plug and just get the hell out of there.
So had that gauged perfectly. Pop flash through the smoke. Lekro's gonna get one. How many more can he get? A second follow-up. He's trapped though, and he's got to fight to his death. MIBR have stopped the bleeding, but there's only one defender here. This is a counter call. MIBR's abused the B bomb site, and they assumed correctly that NiP would stack it at the early stage of these rounds, and they found a way to get into this bomb site. Forces all alone. So many different choke points he has to watch as his teammates who have rotated are smoked over, and he just has no idea. There's that aggressive lurk up lane from Phelps.
Yeah, this A site infection is spreading. And NiP not really in a good enough position to realistically fend it off. Then it's going to decide to relocate.
The smoke coming out from MIBR top caller has kind of slowed that down. Now the fire has faded, and Get Right, that's a fight he might not want to be involved in, but I take it back. 4 kills for Get Right and Rez.
And that's the kind of play that can really spur on the rest of the team. Can Taco take the wind out the sails, though? Could isolate the two ninjas in Banana, but now a third has joined them. Sprayed, connects onto Forrest, who peeks by himself. Taco is low, but he's doing so much work in this round. He's gonna go down, but 2 kills there is significant. Oh no. Get Right may get stuck. He's worried about Molotovs and flashbangs, so he's gonna stand his ground. How many players can he take with him? 1, and he's able to escape. That kill bought him up enough time to retreat.
I was so worried there. I thought Get Right was going to get eliminated. I thought he was hoping for a flashbang, which Rez did not have. Here's Lekro, misses the opportunity. He's going to be smoked out this time. Such low HP inside the site. Great counter flash. It's going to slow things down. There's no peek from Rez. He's too low, but he's got one from Fountain. And Lekro coming through. They don't expect it. He's got a double with the AUG. And Fur's left to clutch.
It's going to take something truly special for Fur to clutch. There's plenty of money, he may as well go for it. There's the flash, spray through, but Forrest is going to land the shot. Only needed 1. Yeah, while at the same time maintaining their own economy, making sure that doesn't slide away. Rez going to take Fallen's life. Nade damage again on point. There's so many weakened players in Banana. Limping their way up there. Fur, COLDZERA, both a bullet away from death. But they haven't moved from Banana. It looks like they are going to still engage.
If Lekro only had an HE, he's got a Molotov, which could be so important. They can't run through any flames. Oh, great bait from Taco. Smoke's going to come down from Lekro. They might just go through it. It looks like they want to, but the HP, oh, I think because it's extinguished, that's going to convince them. And first gone, or through. That's Phelps, excuse me. He's now down. Lekro can hold the line a little bit longer. Taco's got to take all the fights. Now they're all low. A very doable retake for NiP.
That grenade could finish off Fur, and indeed it does. With Taco and COLDZERA both a gust of wind away from death, you'd fancy Forrest and Dennis to clutch this. Surely this is their moment. Surely this is their time to get 3 in a row. Down goes Taco. COLDZERA. Similar situation to Fur, similar HP to Fur. Spins across, can't connect on either head. And that's going to be all she wrote for round 9.
Taco. Not expecting 2 players to be holding over towards halls.
The lack of utility is going to be a burden. He hasn't pushed just yet. Flashbang used, but it actually wrecks Dennis. COLDZERA just sprays through the smoke. Rez taking a bit of burn damage too. I'm pretty sure they heard that. They know he's towards the back side of the site somewhere. It's just about finding out where. Get Right though will pierce through the smoke, finds himself a kill. Lekro traded out. A 3-on-3. But now the Ninja's actually pulling Get Right back. I think they assumed this was some kind of a fake, and it's going to cost them dearly. Forrest is stuck in library. He can't do anything.
That is so sick from MIBR. What a nasty round.
Could this just come down to timing? Could this entire round rest on his shoulders? Perhaps so. He's going to back away though. Molotov out. Fur is going to go straight in. He can sense weakness, but decides better of it because he knows there's a crossfire established. Lekro gets 2 with an MP9 of all weapons, but now it's going to start to bounce back in the favor of MIBR. Dennis on an island all alone. He is marooned on A site, and he's been found and fragged, leaving Rez now with the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he will crumble. Nothing tentative, nothing nervy about this play from Fallen. Someone loves it in the crowd, and he's been killed anyway.
You do like to see Fallen going for those kinds of plays. Probably feels a little bit of freedom with this kind of a lead. That could evaporate pretty quick. Lekro gets 1 with the op and get right as well on Phelps. It's just COLDZERA, and he can pretty much do nothing. Down to 25 HP. He's hoping someone peeks into his crosshair. He's going to get obliged, but not ready for it. He moved just at the wrong moment.
All right, if they come back from this, I'll have all the respect. Forrest, though, going to find the first and the final round of the half. Huge amounts of intel for the rest of his team perched up on the wall. Now he needs to back away. Does get the kill. And get right's going to lend a helping hand. If Fallen isn't careful here, he will get taken down, and that's going to be the case. I think at first he was posturing for a pop flash, but then realized, oh, hold on, there's no one else up here on Banana. So they're on the app side.
And Fur, that Molotov and the tag from the AWP through the wall is going to funnel him right towards Forrest. That's the shot COLDZERA wanted. Just missed the timing on it. Now what's left for them to do is cross their fingers and jump out, but they're completely blinded, and Fur goes out. COLDZERA still here. Forrest is going to finish that off. So the half ends 9-6. Taco can spin because COLDZERA will have halls, and there's the jump.
Oh, the first 2 kills. First 3 kills go the way of the Swedes. COLDZERA now on the side. Insta headshot. There we go, Dennis.
Phelps is the only one playing in mid right now. He's in cubby. He's joined up by Fur just at the right moment. Could be a slaughter. They're not going to check this, and there's even a third player at the corner. Brilliant rotations from MIBR. Still a chance for NiP, and Forrest is going to open it up.
But they're going to decide to buckle down. They're going for the A plant. Lekro in good position is going to get 1, and now it's down to Fallen. The in-game leader, the AWPer.
All out. Brilliant shot by Forrest. That third player swings out wide. And the exact fight he wanted. So NiP take the lead. This is going to be a timing hit. They got to go now as well. Fur's almost here. He's going to be in library. Here comes the flashbang. Get right, shooting to make sure Taco looks directly at the flash. It doesn't work. And I don't know how COLDZERA hit that. He looked completely blind, and this hit is stopped cold.
That was absolutely ridiculous, and that could be the determining factor in this round. Because whoever he hit was about to drop into pit, and things were going to get very interesting. Molotov kill onto Lekro. I think the smoke was about a second too late. Dennis is going to pop up and get instantly knocked down. Taco's picked up 3, make it 4. What a hold.
Yeah, great round from Taco. Fallen peering deep. Sees the shoulder, swings out. Oh, he couldn't complete the kill fast enough. Fallen is so low. Oh, a good response, a good trade from Rez. Needs to be patient, though. And he's not going to be. Oh my god, COLDZERA almost pins him to the wall. A risky play from Lekro, and Fur. That's got to be frustrating. Blind luck through the smoke.
Time though, Moses, 20 seconds. NiP have been Molotoved off. Oh, this is going to be so frustrating. They've got to be itching to get on this site. There's a small gap, actually a massive gap for Phelps over this smoke, and he can just bide his time, ready to strike. Switch across from Fur for a triple spray. MIBR, turn it up a notch. So calm after that huge play. COLDZERA, though, aggressive in mid, reaps the reward, and NiP just can't catch a break.
Well, that double up has been quiet. We haven't seen it get too many picks, and I think COLDZERA was just bored. I think he wanted to go take a shot, find a fight. Fur close up, dodges the flashbang, swings around. Forrest is ready, and Fallen had it trained through the smoke. He doesn't realize it. He's got to try and back away. Once you see the nades start raining over, you might as well, and there's a missed shot. Now they have the B bomb site susceptible. It's just Phelps, 1 on 4.
There's 3 players here. Could catch it. NiP unawares. What an entry by Rez. Phelps will be devastated he didn't do better, but still take nothing away from the Swedes. That's a beautiful take.
Pops takes that peek, and it seemed like he had one dead to rights. Oh, that's a great adjustment, though. Rez nearly caught him off guard, but he has no information. 24 seconds on the clock, and now the footsteps begin. Now everyone runs up in a position. That counter flash not going to do anything. NiP hasn't turned the corner yet. Molotov's in toward Tri-Box. Fallen's not blind. He misses another shot. Now he's burning, but Fur's got him covered. Oh, they've readjusted. They've moved into the back corner. They know he's there. Fallen, what more can you do? The flick over won't work. It's all out of timing. Phelps, does he want to try and stop this? He spammed down one. That's not the planner. A 2-on-3.
No grenades intact for the Ninjas, though. But Phelps has been found alongside Lekro, leaving it on Dennis. AK-47 separates him, and MIB clawing us back to a tie once more. You can hear footsteps to his left-hand side. Taco's now on the bomb. He's defusing. It's going down ever so quick. Dennis is going to find him, sprays through, but can't get the kill, and dies afterwards anyway. Shot lands. Taco's going to come in afterwards. You expect him to be looking at the left-hand side. That's so unlucky from COLDZERA. He lands the shot, but somehow it's a leg. Not the chest. Phelps is going to get flashed out, can't follow on and track with the AWP. Bomb gets dropped, but it's in a position that's salvageable now. Now Phelps has gone with it. And with Fallen and Fur alive, they are going to find the first player in Forest who is stuck in apps. Back turned. Fallen takes a dink for his troubles, but now going to press forward. Look to try and take the fight to the Ninjas, who have made A their home. There's still some utility at their disposal, but a flashbang perfectly counters the push. This is valuable time. They do have a kit, and Dennis from the side is going to come in with one. It's all about this next bullet. Lekro on 4, Fallen on just 18. He's going to go for the defuse in the smoke, but he doesn't have the kit. It's on his Fallen comrade. He's just waiting there, hoping that Lekro shows himself, but Lekro is playing this to perfection.
Only one counter flash, and that's in Fur's hands. He's at the B bomb site. It'll be useless. MIBR just has to straight up win these fights. Get right jumps in. Phelps is going to finish that off. They know both are in the site, but this is hard. They're being pushed back. Dennis gonna swing out wide. Him and Rez gonna find that kill. COLDZERA hasn't been cleared. 8 seconds left on the clock. COLDZERA's gonna deliver again. It's Forrest who's gotta go in with the ult, but he can't do it. COLDZERA, patient in the site, is gonna get MIBR on 13, just one round behind. Crack into it. He is gonna be very much diminished in his impact and get right with the lurk inside of the smoke. When does he choose to pounce? He's so close.
Dennis has been found though, so now MIBR's alarm bells begin to ring. Hell of a shot by Lekro. Eats a flashbang. Pressure so much on Fur's shoulders, and he's gonna come out. He's preemptively spraying down with his AWP. Oh, Fur's gonna hold the line, and with it, NiP are gonna concede this round.
We mentioned top of his team, top of the server, and get right. That's a disaster.
With him dipping down in firepower, though, does get them more nades, and what a ballsy call this is. MIBR are going to take the fight to NiP in the last round of regulation, and they're going to get rewarded with a couple of kills, but it's backfiring. NiP now do take the man advantage. With him dipping down in firepower, though, does get them more nades, and what a ballsy call this is. MIBR are going to take the fight to NiP in the last round of regulation, and they're going to get rewarded with a couple of kills, but it's backfiring. NiP now do take the man advantage for a brief moment before Fallen drills down Rez with his AWP. But so little time has passed that now NiP can kind of calm down, just let this simmer, and figure out where they're going to push next.
And Taco, he calls NiP's, I mean, he's really giving them an opportunity, drops a smoke in the choke point, rotates off the B bomb site, left it completely unguarded. NiP obviously with no idea. Now he's come back. Smoke in his face, how does he want to play this? You don't want to be too aggressive. You want to wait for Fallen to get there. Play the odds almost with the spam kill. Forrest down low and just to Galil as well. One more smoke on Dennis, but the bomb will be planted.
Smoke again denies Taco. Other smoke is faded. Fallen now has an opportunity, and the smoke's not great. Taco can get up on the coffins. He's getting a lot of information for his teammate, and in comes Dennis. He's gone down. Forrest now has to step up, and there's Fallen. He's gonna do it for MIBR. They're gonna move through to the top 8, and NiP have to go through another best of 3.